Hey, what is the crack, everybody? It's me, the minion of AllCast Irish Gamers. That's my gamer tag. Write it down, stick yours in the comments. We'll get a duel at some stage. Also, you do me a huge favour if you could like and subscribe. Helps the channel, helps the video a lot. Cheers. What do I have in store today? Well, it's the top 3 matchups for Cyber Dragon Traps. These were my pick of the crop of all the games I played to get me to platinum. These were my favourite 3. I'm going to start off with a surprising one. Melodious. I didn't really think of this as a good deck in terms of everything, but it gave me a run for my money, I will say that. So let's jump straight in. I mega fleeted their extra deck monster away, so that was half the problem solved. But now I gotta deal with their 2 main monster zone monsters, which are protected. So one stops them from being destroyed by card effects, and the other one stops them from being destroyed by battle. So I was kind of in a bind here. I was like, okay, I gotta take out this one first, then I'll go for the other one. Wasn't quite sure how I was gonna get there, but I knew with the amount of traps I have in this deck, it is still possible. Thankfully, I also opened Unending Nightmare, so I knew any of his continuous spell or traps would not stay on the field for longer than a turn. So I did take a few hits, and I was okay with that. I was like, it's okay, once I still have a little bit of life points left, I can still activate my Solemn Judgments. They're always going to have my life points, they're grand, but it's the Unending Nightmare that's really going to bleed my life points, 1,000 every turn. Once you can't use it per chain, but you can use it as many times in a turn as you want. But I know I've only got 2 more shots with it, and then it's kaput, it's useless. So tactically here, I had to take a monster from his graveyard, Ice Dragon's Prison. Ice Dragon's Prison has been carrying so much water for me. Getting to platinum, such a good card, love it so much. So I couldn't target or destroy his card by card effects, so I got rid of him first with my Ice Dragon's Prison. Now he's vulnerable to being destroyed by card effects, so I activate my Cybernetic Overflow. Also chain Unending Nightmare, so now I destroy my own Overflow and I get the search from it, for free. Just a free search, you can't go wrong with that. 1,000 life points, pay gladly. So we get our search off for the Cybernetic Overflow, thankfully by destroying it with Unending Nightmare. You go for Cyber Emergency because, come on, it's going to be a free monster in hand next turn. I get to choose whatever I want. It's only ever going to be one monster you're going to go for 99% of the time, and that's going to be Core. You're going to get Core. He's going to get you another card, boom boom boom, keeps the engine flowing. Now we have a slight dilemma. He tries to Trickstar Reincarnation me. I'm not going to let that slide. No way, no how. I don't know if I'm going to get another monster. So yeah, that's going to be half my life points. Unending Nightmare is now useless. It's complete and utter useless. Can't pay the life points for it, so it's just going to sit there like a twat. But that's no problem. We still got plenty of traps. Loads of gas in the tank. Let's get our summon on. Cyber Dragon Core. Booyah. I've got a few options from here on out, but I went with the Cyber Load Fusion. I mean, I've got one in the Banish Zone. I've got Core. Do I go for it now? I thought no. If I do it now, I won't have any Cyber Dragons in the graveyard for my Cybernetic Overflow. So I figure the best way to get value out of the cards I have right now is to use the Cybernetic Overflow to destroy whatever he puts down on his turn, and then that way I'm getting proper value for the Banish monsters. I'm putting the Banish monsters back into the deck, and I'm also getting to destroy cards. Now he didn't fall for that, so he's like, okay, right, I'm not going to set anything. He's not going to OTK me. And he's half right. I can't OTK him because Cybernetic Overflow, or sorry, Cyberlow Fusion, won't get me enough damage. Only the monster summoned with that card can attack. So unless I can somehow make, I don't know, Seeger or something, there's no way I could OTK him here. But I could do a shit ton of damage, and that's just what I'm going for. So I stick those monsters back into the deck. I summon him out. Grand. No problem. I'm not going to use his effect because too many times I've been trigger happy, activated his effect, and destroyed my own spell and trap cards. Watch out for that. Big no-no. Do not do that. So only activate his effect if your opponent has spell and trap cards to destroy. I do activate his effect to mill from the deck because that's going to mill me hurts, and Hertz is going to get me a monster in the graveyard. I'm going to go for value here and get core back. Fantastic. Let's go, stick him for a bit of damage. I've also got the protection of Almirage, which tries to destroy him next turn. So we're looking a lot better than we were a few minutes ago. Albeit we're still on 900 life points, but we're in a really good position here to just knock it home and see this duel out. Now I haven't a breeze what he's planning, what his end game is. I don't see Melodious decks quite often. To be honest, this is probably one of the first times I've dueled it with this deck. So I'm not taking any chances here. I just Solemn Judgment that normal summon. Goodbye. Not happening today, man. And he ends turn. That was it. I had a feeling that was like a desperation move when he just shotguns his normal summon. No more extenders. It's GG's, bro. It's GG's. And I didn't even really need to activate this effect here, but you never know when your opponent has something in their hand that might stop a single battle. So just to make sure and to seal the deal, I activated his effect again, milled from the deck, sent Hertz. Hertz is going to add back Dre, and yeah, it's game over from here on in. But this was a really good duel. I'd say fair play to the guy. He tried to lock me out at the start, didn't work, had the traps needed, and boom, game. Now second up for my top 3 matches with the Cyber Dragon traps has to be the mirror match. You're always gonna find a mirror match no matter what bloody deck you run these days, but this guy wasn't running the cyber traps. He was just running your typical run-of-the-mill Cyber Dragon. And yeah, okay, fair enough, it's a good deck. I got it to platinum last ranked season, so I knew it wasn't going to be an easy match by any means, but I also knew what to look out for. So at any moment, if I get a big monster on the field, I'm running the risk of getting it Mega Fleet or Fortress Dragon just away, just contact fuse, gone. So the trick is to not let him get a Cyber Dragon on field in an open game state when I have a big monster on the field. Really need to watch out for that. So I was watching what he was doing. I was like, okay, he's going for the Chimera Tech Rampage. Not gonna let that happen. You know, he goes for Verte. Don't let Verte, unless you're negating Verte, don't let it resolve, because you can destroy him, but his effect resolves, and then he summons the monster, and you're screwed. Especially from the position I'm in, because I already used Solemn Judgment to stop his Lightning Storm at the start. So yeah, this is it's ballpark me now. This is up to me. He's got an open field. This is great. I love Ice Dragon's Prison. I steal his Cyber Dragon with Ice Dragon's Prison, not for the hopes of banishing anything, just to get that body on the field and allow me to go into Nova. Fantastic. You know, mirror matches, they can be quite tough, but at the same time you should be in a good position because you know how the deck runs, you know what they're planning, what they could do, and yeah, once you know that, that's half the battle won. So went into Nova, grand, rank him up straight away into infinity, and now I've got a negate on the field. It's point minion. Now I did know this guy had Electromagnetic Turtle in his graveyard, dumped it in at the very start, so it's like, you know what, I'm gonna just negate it now just so it doesn't prove a problem later on in the duel, and I walk straight into Gamma. Oh, did I have egg on my face. Yeah, I really didn't need to do that. But then again, he was gonna Gamma me at some stage, mightn't as well be now, so at least it's gone, it's out of the way. But then again, so is my infinity. So here we go, we're still pushing on. I let him get the normal summon of Nashester off, because no real point using Torrential Tribute then. I'll see where he's going with this. Okay, he's going to special summon. That's okay, you do that, bro. Okay, you've got 2 Cyber Dragons on the field. I think I'll steal them with Super Poly. Super Poly, great to have in the deck, by the way. Really do recommend it. Even in the TCG right now, Super Poly is going to be in every single deck because branded, and even the branded is going to be running it. It's going to be a Super Poly heavy format, and I'm surprised I don't see it that much in Master Duel. But I'm running it because it is just a fantastic way of getting rid of your opponent's monsters and getting one of your own. There's loads of great targets for it. I'm not going to go into them now, but being able to actually use his Cyber Dragons from my monster, I'm pretty sure it's game from here on in. Now we are even Steven in terms of everything, but I know where he's going with this. He's got his monster on the field. He's going to contact fuse me. No, stop him now. But now I'm left with nothing. I got absolutely nothing. I'm in serious top deck mode here, and wouldn't you know it, cybernetic overflow. Thank you, draw gods. I really needed that. He's pummeling me on card advantage right now. I'm so surprised that he's not just wiping the floor with me, but he probably has a lot of bricks in his hand. I mean, if he's got Cyber Dragon and I don't have any monsters, he can't get Cyber Dragon on the field. He could have another copy of Gamma for all I know. But either way, he's going into Overload Fusion. Okay, fair enough. I'll see your Overload Fusion, and I'll get my Lost Wind back. That's pretty good. Lost Wind has a great little effect where if your opponent special summons from the extra deck, you can just set it from the graveyard. Chain Cybernetic Overflow and take this guy out. He's running on fumes here, you know, so am I from a retrospect, but I do have options, and now I get my Lost Wind back. Great. I get the Cybernetic Overflow, and I get the search off it because he destroyed it with Rampage. So it's looking up from here on in, you know. Oh, wouldn't you know it, Ash. So yeah, I knew he had something in his hand, and of course Ash was it. So I don't get the search. That's okay. He might have ashed me, but it's fine. Draw into Ice Dragon's Prison, but I probably won't even need it because I got Cyberload Fusion right here. Cyberload Fusion is going to end this game for me. Simple as. Oh, he's got a counter, but it's only a max C, so it's alright. Sure, he's going to get a couple of draws. He might draw into something that'll help him, but I don't see it. I mean, yeah, he can maybe get an Imperm and save himself from the extra attacks. Who knows if he's even running Imperm? So I'm just going full steam ahead here. This is it. And wouldn't you know it, I do exactly what I said 2 minutes ago, and I just got trigger happy, destroyed my own spell trap card. Why? Why did I do it? Now, if I'm lucky he didn't stop me here, because that Lost Wind might have come in real handy. But either way, doesn't matter. Mill the 2 cards, activate Hearths, get Cyber Dragon Core back to the hand for the follow-up play if needs be. But you know what? Summon him now just to make sure. Get myself the Cybernetic Overflow. I'm making sure I'm putting this game to bed. I'm tucking it in, reading a bedtime story. Sorry dude, it was a good mirror match and all, but you are a gonzo. Bye bye now. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. And last but not least, for my top 3 replays with the Cyber Dragon traps, it is the one, the only, the deck that's running amok in the TCG right now. It is Prank Kids. I wasn't to notice at this point in time, so I'm just doing my thing. I'm like, yeah, okay, he chose me to go first. That's strange, you know. I could be playing anything here. I could be playing a meme deck. It could be full of kaijus. I don't care. I'm gonna do my thing and just get set up. So you get core in the graveyard, lovely jubbly. Then you activate Nashester. Nashester special summons itself. Discard Cyber Dragon. Now I've got the required target in the graveyard to activate Nashester's second effect to special summon that Cyber Dragon, and from there on in I can just link them off into Seeger. You know, Seeger, Almirage and a couple of back row, not a bad end board to finish on. You know, like, sure they can probably wipe it one way or another, but so many people don't read Seeger. They don't read him, they attack into him thinking he's only 2-1, you trigger his effect and you destroy their monster. It's just simple, it's so simple. You can protect him from destruction with Almirage, and you know, I've got the nuts. I've got cards in the back row that are going to help get me through this game. Now it's on. Who am I facing? This is what I was saying to myself. Who could I be facing? Could it be Outlet? Could it be something like that? Oh, he Twin Twisters my 2 cards. That sucks. But no worries. Now at least I'm going to get the search off, I suppose. I thought about maybe activating Overflow and just banishing the monster, having it banished just for the sake of it, in case I draw into something like, you know, Cyberload Fusion. I was like, no, I won't bother. I'll just get the search and I'll see what this guy's capable of. So after some heavy thought, I figure, you know what, I'm going to go for value here. I'm going to go for another Overflow. I could be up against anything at all. At least with the Overflow I'll have some sort of impact in the next one. And then I realised, oh god, it's Prank Kids. 10 minutes later, he's almost finished his combos. He's still going. I'm like, right, what's he gonna do? He's got 2 Link 2s. I mean, he could go into something bigger. This duel could go 7 ways to Sunday. He's the thing about Prank Kids is they do have a lot of value, because they've got the recycling capabilities, the draw power and whatnot. But he decides to go for access code, which was strange, because he couldn't OTK me. Now I did make a misplay here on summon of access code. That's when I should have triggered on alert. I shouldn't have had auto on down the bottom corner. Should have changed that. I would have kept my CyDra on the field, but I couldn't react to access code, and he popped my 2 cards. So that kind of sucked. But you know what? This deck can bounce back. It's got a lot of follow-ups. I just destroy his monster with Lightning Storm. Oh no, actually I think I went for the back row, because I know now that I can use Core to go into Chimera Tech Mega Fleet. It's great. If you're playing anybody who uses the extra monster zone, just contact fuse whatever the hell they put there. It's such a great mechanic for getting rid of problem monsters. So use Core in the graveyard. Now remember, you can only use Core's effect, one of them once per turn, so you can't use his search effect and his graveyard effect. So I decided to go for the graveyard effect instead. Nashster brought back CyDra, and now I can go into Mega Fleet, and this guy is brown bread buttered. I mean, I was really expecting more from Prank Kids, I really was. So maybe I got lucky, he's not that well versed in it. But I thought it was a great duel to add in, having so much fun with this deck. Try it out guys, let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.